Hi. Today we are going to see the 53rd stotra. Uttaro gobatir gopta jnanagamya puradanaga sharira bhuda bridbhokta kapindro bhuri dakshinaga. Uttara. Uttara means it is the power who is liberating us from the world or this samsara. And this samsara means it is all the bonding or emotionally tied up. And Bhagavan helps lift up from there and he takes us to the Vaikuntha. And he is considered to be the greater or nobler or the most excellent, powerful person, Bhagavan, who can lift us from any sufferings or who can lift up from any situation that we feel that we cannot handle. Also, Bhagavan can help us when we feel that we need some support. Gopati. Gopa means shepherd. So, Krishna Avataram, at that time he was tending the cattle. He was taking care of the cattle in the form of Gopa. And he is the master of the earth. Go means cattle, go means earth, go means speech, go means Vedas. So, Bhagavan is the Lord for all these four things. Bhagavan is the Lord of cattle because he was taking care of cattle in the Krishna Avataram. And earth, he is taking care of the earth. In the Varaha Avataram, he lifted the earth or he gave support to the earth. He escaped the earth. And speech, Lord Bhagavan is the Lord of speech. At any point of time, with the Onkara Mantram, Bhagavan will be there in the form of speech for us to listen everything, for us to grasp everything, for us to convey everything. Listen means when you talk, we tend not to listen what others are talking. So with the control of the words, we will have to listen others talk. And so that when we talk, others also listen the same way. And he is the Lord of Vedas who helped to give the Vedas back to Brahma when it was stolen from him. Gopta. Gopta means who is the protector of all the beings. All the creature exist only because of Bhagavan. So in the existing living kingdom, Bhagavan is the Lord. Jnana Gamya. Jnana means intelligence or the knowledge. Gamya means who is having the pure knowledge. It is not the usual knowledge that we think of. We think that the elementary school, middle school, high school and the college and we do the masters, then we are done with the knowledge. That is not the knowledge actually what Bhagavan means. The knowledge of what the real life is, what the real power of Bhagavan is and how we deal things. So that is the real knowledge and it can attained only through the perception of Jnanam. That Jnanam will only make us closer to Bhagavan. That pure knowledge, Jnanam, can be attained only through constant dedication. And it is also through karma that we do, that we know how to follow the dharma. Or the combination of karma and jnana. If you follow the dharma, it doesn't mean that you should always think about jnana. If you know the dharma, if you act like that, then you can also be reach the Bhagavan. No other action can take you to Bhagavan. No other wealth can take you to Bhagavan. No other generations. Like you can say that I am the daughter of this person, I am the son of this person, I am the grandson. So you cannot connect with that to reach Bhagavan. Puradhana. Puradhana means ancient. One power which cannot be limited by time and which was existed even before anything else is Bhagavan. And he is there as the infinite truth from the beginning till the end without any change, even when the surroundings keep changing. Sharira Bhuda Bridh. Bhuda means what all things that a creation had been made of. For example, we have been made up of 5 elements. So, Sharira means the form. Bhuda means the elements that has been used, the 5 elements that have been used to make the Sharira, to make the body. Bridh means who is the master of making the Sharira, making the beings with the help of 5 elements is Bhagavan. Bhokta means one who protects, one who nurses, one who nourishes, one who controls, and one who is the enjoyer of infinite bliss. Bhagavan enjoys all the devotees following him. Bhagavan is so happy to see when we do some dharma. Kapindra. Kapi means Varaham. Kapindra means Bhagavan has taken the Varaha avataram. That's why he is called Kapindra. It's also means that Kapi Indra. Indra means the Bhagavan who is the Lord of gods. And Bhagavan, or in the form of Varaham, the boar, he escaped the earth from under the ocean. In the same way, the Indra means the thoughts or the emotions that we have in our mind, that confusion. In the same way, from the depth of our mind, Bhagavan can take all the emotions and all the thoughts from there and liberate us free from that. And also in the Rama Avataram, Bhagavan is considered to be the master of monkeys, especially the true devotee Hanuman. Bhuri Dakshina. Dakshina means that we give as a gift or the sacrifice at the end of any puja. Bhuri Dakshina means numerous Dakshina. At the end of sacrifice, we use our mind, our body, our intellect to do the puja and focus on it. And in that, karma phala dada. That means karma means that we are doing. Phala means result. Dada means the person who is giving us result according to our karma. That is Bhagavan. And he will bless us with all the things that we actually need. The main thing that we need is the liberation of soul from the body and take it to the Vaikuntham at the time when we are done with all our duties. So we'll be seeing Uttara, Gopati, Gopta, Jnanagamya, Puradhana, Sharira, Bhuda, Bridh, Bhokta, Kapindra, Bhuri, Dakshina. We'll be reaching the 502nd Namam of Vishnu. Uttaro Gobatir Gopta, Jnanagamya Puradhanaha, Sharira Bhuda Bridh Bhokta, Kapindro Bhuri Dakshinaha.